Hi, I'm Chris.
And I'm Wendy.
And welcome to the Toasted Marshmallow Adventures podcast. Today in the studio, we're excited. We're really excited. We have comedian and artist, purveyor of fine jokes, producer, Krystal Moore.
Woo! Welcome.
Thank you so much for
and
being
mom.
here. And mom, yeah.
A lot of mom.
Yes.
That's Krystal spelled like a stripper would spell it.
Krystal with a K.
Yes.
Is that the stripper way? The C's like
that's,
church
That's
way?
what the Google search results say.
Nice. Well, welcome.
Krystal like a stripper.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you
You're
so much.
welcome.
Right before the big festival.
Yeah, I'm excited and nervous, and that's a good thing, though. Ooh.
Yes.
Will this be your biggest show?
This will definitely be the biggest festival I've done.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people are coming, so I don't know if it'll be my biggest audience. But it'll definitely be the most I've done for the most people in one weekend.
Cool.
Yeah, so it'll be a lot of fun, and the most different big comedians I've performed with all at once.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you get to meet all of them?
Yeah,
probably?
yeah. So that's exciting. That's really nice.
Yeah. So are there already after parties planned? Or do those just happen?
Probably. I think the mom stink might keep me from being invited to some parties. I don't know. Really, I just try to stay out of trouble. I'm going to try to get everybody to the brunch, on Sunday and make like a brunch after party, so.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's that at?
At Mad Sweet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
is
Mad
it a
Sweet
public
downtown.
thing, or is it a...
It is a show that I do anyway monthly. This Brunch of Laughs.
Brunch of Laughs. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So this one just times up right after the festival.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You're doing
anybody
something.
that wants to, any of these comedians that want to come and
oh my God, that'd be amazing.
have a table, that would be great. Or if you want some time, come and please. So
cool.
Hopefully we'll have a little bit of an after party.
Awesome.
If nobody's too hungover.
Oh,
Right,
yeah.
right.
We interviewed Tim McLaughlin, and he said first day he was going to just get drunk.
Oh, I thought he said he was going to be drunk the whole time.
Oh, maybe. And then Christine Meehenberg has
I'm going to have a drink with her.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we're
Yay.
meeting up.
She just wants to
at
nap.
the Royal.
Oh, nice.
Where?
Maybe she's just drinking
Royal?
and sleeping.
Where's the Royal?
It's in Hyde Park. It sort of popped up just before the pandemic.
Oh, okay.
But
she seems fun.
yeah, she seems fun. I was like, oh, you're a mom, you seem fun.
Yes.
Let's find a time we're not performing and go have a
You already set it up?
nice drink. Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
So
That's
did you?
cool.
Who initiated that?
Well, I reached out to some, about the Brunch of Laughs if they wanted to come or be on it. If they were still in town, this is something that we do afterwards.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are flying out Sunday morning, but that Sunday morning flight is a sweet flight time. You can just walk in on the plane.
Yeah. Fall
See
asleep.
at that time.
Right,
Yeah. Not that the Boise airport's ever
No.
too busy.
No.
But at
Such
6
an
o'clock
easy
in the morning,
airport.
oh boy.
Yeah.
Your flight time is 6. You can arrive at 5:45, check
Really,
in,
yeah.
and
Apologize
walk onto
to
the
everyone.
plane, and just
Yeah.
there's 12 other people there.
Yeah, exactly.
Although this Sunday there'll be 12 other people and these 40 comedians.
Oh my God, imagine that flight.
They'll all be on the same flight, I'm sure.
Yeah, really.
It's such a small
So,
airport.
are any of them staying long enough to do the show? Or the Brunch of Laughs?
Iris Benson is definitely going to be here
cool.
long enough, and I was on a show with her at the lounge a couple months ago, so she was really fun and a lot. Really, really funny. I'm excited to have her on the brunch show.
Oh, yay.
And what's her name again?
Iris Benson.
Iris Benson. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll have to look her up.
There's so many comedians.
I know.
We don't have all day
I know.
to go. So
I
it's
know.
I wish
we're
we
having
could go all day every day.
Yeah, I do too. But it's like a struggle. Like, how do we do this?
And there's life.
3 stages. Did they add one? The downtown, the Mad
Yeah,
Suite?
they have a few shows. I think Friday and Saturday night at the Mad
Cool.
Suite downtown.
Wow.
So that'll be fun.
Yes.
That'll be
Just
fun.
Uber
Yeah.
back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we did get the information on those kinds of things, and I thought, oh, I'm so happy that I live here. We're just like, I can just, I can just get there.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about any of this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe we just rent a hotel in Boise Friday night.
Okay.
That'd be fucking badass.
As long as your kid comes and gets that dog.
Airbnb.
Yeah.
Oh, the dog. Oh, God. Please take
Sorry. There's a dog in your house.
Yes.
Our actual love dog, the queen of Toasted Marshmallow Adventures, she passed away like a week, 2 weeks ago.
Why would you start with such a sad?
Well, it's just that
you put the sad in the middle. Don't you know how a story arc?
No, sorry.
Sandwich.
I'm just going to crash
dog
right here.
Yeah.
But, and so we had room for a dog. So Peyton, his daughter, gave us her dog for a week, which is awesome the first day. And then she turned into a dog
that is how
hell.
it is. Yeah, with anybody else's
They're like,
dog.
she
They're
is
great
amazing.
for the first day.
She's the smartest dog we've ever seen. You know what I mean? All that.
She's smart, yeah.
And she's biting us, growling at us. Chris was like scared to come out of the bathroom into the bedroom last night.
So we're
This is
like
what it's
trying
like to have a
train her.
toddler.
Yeah.
Is it you're describing my everyday
You're
life?
terrified.
Like literally,
You're scared to come out of the bathroom.
definitely. Some days,
Mommy's gone. Mommy left.
Oh, no,
How old is your youngest?
My youngest is 4, and so I had a girl first and a boy second. So I have a proud teenage lesbian these days.
Yes, him
Fantastic.
So do I.
Oh,
Yes.
everyone should have a lesbian daughter.
Yes,
Everyone's daughters should be lesbian.
Right.
Right. You understand the relief that washed over
Oh
you.
yeah.
when she
really,
told
yeah.
you,
Oh my
right?
God, we were like, awesome.
Who's not coming home pregnant? It was a real winning moment.
It's true. Yeah.
I was like, so many things I don't have to tell you about. This is fantastic.
Yeah, I know.
But then I had a boy 8 years later, so that's just completely different. I've come to we have all girls in my family. We're just like up to our tits in estrogen everywhere, all of them. So I didn't really know what to expect, but I've come to the realization that men are definitely born with some amount of just inherent aggression, like toxic masculinity. This isn't something that we're doing to you, and so that certainly the things are done. But there is definitely it's been in you all along.
So like given a Barbie and a truck or something, he still might take the Barbie and like kill it, or
it doesn't matter what you give him. He's more aggressive about the way he just does things. When you have a peanut butter sandwich and he's not happy about it, and instead of just sort of crying, he's gonna like throw it, beat some things, kick, just like he's actually screamed at the sun and shaken his fist like, why is it hot out here? And you're like,
the sun.
He's tried to rip my face off, and this is at like 2. You know. Now his dad is so not aggressive. Like he's the least aggressive person you've ever met, and we're not talking about my aggression. That's neither here nor there.
Right.
But he's got that just in him.
It's just innate.
This, like explosive.
Just the maleness.
Like a chimpanzee. Like you seen a chimpanzee?
Yeah. Go nuts. Well, they had that one that ripped off that person's face.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what it felt like. I flashed back to that clip when I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is really all right. You could be dangerous. I don't know what to do with you. You know? Like,
we grabbed the dog and we're like, what do we do now? It's flailing and crazed.
like a crazed puppy. Exactly. Just like a rabid little wolf.
Yes.
Something.
I don't know what to do now. This is bad.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
We never started Instagram.
Oh God, start.
Ooh, going live on Insta.
I've never. You always do this.
Okay, yeah. So
we're gonna boomer our way through
stories.
I've never gone live on Instagram either.
Scroll until you go live. Yeah, and then push the live button.
It gives me too much anxiety.
Initially, yeah. I would love to be able to do it like on my own. Like, hey guys,
I'm just like walking downtown and I'm gonna go to the show and look at me. You guys should come. I've never done one. I know.
Yeah. it's a struggle. We're
Anytime I've
actually
hit the
like
life button,
introverts,
I've been like,
I'm alive. I know. Total panic. I know. Like,
I could break my phone.
throw your phone.
Yeah, I know. Being introverts, this is the most extroverted thing we do. Really.
Yeah.
I mean, so
I'm quite introverted
Are you?
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely on stage and there I'm fully an extrovert, but on my
Isn't
own,
that
I'm
weird?
much more
Yeah.
introverted.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I
I recharge like being away from people, and then I can go to a party and be like, "Woo, this is so awesome!" And I feel like high when I get home, and then I'm like, "Oh fuck, I'm exhausted."
So you get that post-show hangover.
Yes, yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
I know Monday's going to be real.
Holy
rough.
crap! Yes,
Yeah.
You all
got-
rough. That's going to be 4 days of just like boom, 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 boom.
on
I'm
like
on, and I'm gonna have quite the post-show hangover.
it's so
Yeah.
fun. Oh, it's going to be. I mean,
Totally
just
worth it.
in terms of what we hear from comedians, just the hang is so awesome to like be with people that you understand and relate to, and like they, you know,
Yeah,
you can collaborate and or whatever. It's
like-minded.
yeah.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a plus because you're. I think it's an interesting art form where you're a person that's inside and outside at the same time.
Yeah.
You're introverted and extroverted, and so it's difficult to find people or a group of people rather that you're like, oh, all these people are my people because we're all people that are like, I think I'll just go outside. I mean, you're all cool and I love every one of you. I cherish all of you, but I'm just going to go outside and smoke a cigarette by myself.
Exactly.
And if one of you, tops 2, want to join, I think I can emotionally handle that.
Maybe ask after that. No, we're totally like that.
Yeah.
So we would teach. I met him by teaching. He was my body combat instructor. It
was like a group exercise
Yeah, it's group
class.
fitness.
Okay.
Yeah, and so then I became an instructor, and we were teaching together, and both introverts. And I would be like, "How do we do this?" But you just have to like kind of fake it and be like, "Rah rah rah."
Yeah.
And then afterwards, I'd be like, "I'm so exhausted," and not really from the exercise. It was from the
emotional
putting
outlet.
on. Because I'm giving so much and being like, "Hey, go," you know, and
Like a cheerleader.
yeah, it's really like kind of exhausting. So I can't imagine like doing an hour set or something. I think it'd be like, you know, and all sweaty and
Although they were, I did a bunch this summer. I did 54.
I saw that.
Yeah, curbside comedy show. Those were all an hour shows, and
So awesome.
Oh goddamn, I was.
What made
so
you decide
tired
to
at the end of
start?
that.
You just were sick of the pandemic. And
A lot of things. You know, I had a big year planned. I had a Jack Mormon Comedy Hour going in Salt Lake City at the Metro that I had to cancel.
Wow.
And, you know, I had a lot of ticket refunds I had to give out because you didn't know what was going to
that's
happen.
painful.
So it's sort of just best to, you know, we'll get back with you and see where we're all at. I hope you leave.
Yeah, for real.
You know, at the beginning, we really didn't know.
Yeah.
But about midway through the lockdown, and I had already been a stay-at-home mom otherwise, so I was pretty used to being home. I just wasn't used to the rest of my family being home.
with you. Yeah.
So that was a lot. Just like,
Yes.
oh my God, I
You're here
need
still.
you to leave sometimes. Oh my, okay, maybe I need to leave sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
And then it was funny because the governor actually, my partner he watched every one of the governor's news releases about it. He was very responsible and watches the news like a grown-up. So if he tells me something's going on, I'm like, oh, okay, all right. I'm glad somebody's paying attention. You know?
I know, exactly. That's what
I
he
find
does.
it all too overwhelming.
No, I don't.
But
I
all
can't.
right, stay home still and keep washing my hands. All right, to get out, smooth sailing is normal. But so we were watching one of those, and the governor mentioned that you could do curbside stuff, and it just kind of popped in my head, curbside comedy, and
that's cool.
Really, I don't have any other usable skills. So
Really, just comedy.
wow, how do I do this?
How did you do it?
So I had this idea for a show, and I wrote it out, and I asked a few friends, like 3 friends I knew would be very different kinds of audiences that I wanted to go test. Like, hey, can I come do this show? And they had no idea what to expect.
And
so
you did it.
And they did, oh, yeah, okay. Because at that point, people were like, oh, please, I could.
Anything.
Anything. I will watch any live entertainment at all. You could come pet my cat. I'll watch you do that. And, the first one was a lot of fun. And I showed up in clown face because I thought what would make this more terrifying.
I love that.
and also, like, we're not thinking it's weird that this person's doing curbside comedy we're not thinking about the fact that I'm doing stand-up. You're thinking, what the fuck is this girl doing in clown face?
So that's where the clown came from?
Yeah. I just thought it needed to be more theatrical. And I had done one sort of clown face for this weird comedy show where I was sort of like a circus ringleader, and I just, the first time I saw my adorable clown face staring back at me in the mirror, I was like, oh,
I'm onto something.
Oh, you better get a therapist, this is good. I did not see this coming.
In fact,
so it was kind of cute, and I liked it anyway.
Looking through your Instagram, I was like, I might have to be a clown sometime.
Right?
Yeah,
so
seriously.
Be careful, it's very addictive.
No,
and trust me, like all the clowns come out.
I mean, I was like, with the hair, friends, then we get bright. I was like,
so you have clown friends now?
Oh yeah, they come right. There's a whole cult.
Wow.
They come right out, and they're
Boise.
Like everywhere. Okay, it is the Universal Clown Collective.
Everybody's
they
safe
just say
and
creepy or another one.
So like an actual like kink or something.
Well, it is that as well.
That too,
it's whatever you need it to to be, baby. That's what the clown. That's what the clown is. But I think that clown, that jester spirit, just really spoke to me last year. I needed it, and I felt like everyone needed it.
Looked amazing,
and it was so much fun to like do that as an art project, but also like I tried to make the clown match the audience. So I kind of knew a little bit about where I was going or who you were.
Oh, okay.
You know, is this a birthday party for your mom, or is this a retirement party, or a lot of different things?
Yeah.
Different people that would have probably never come out to a comedy show downtown.
Yeah.
But they'd have me come out, and sometimes they expected a clown, and sometimes they had no idea. So that was always fun.
Yeah.
And it was very nervous getting to the place. Like, God, I hope I have the right address.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
So poor family.
Oh yeah, like
I didn't get any wrong addresses. Thank goodness. I had I don't know, a clown guardian angel or something. Just like, you don't need to scare any children today. Only the ones whose parents paid you to.
Yes. So they would set it up online, or they DM you, or
or email. There was a variety of different ways. So I did the first 3 for the friends, right, and just to see if it would work, and it was a lot of fun, and it worked. So I put it out there, like, hey, I'm gonna do this, and at first I was like, you know, I want to get out, and you want to get out, and we all need a laugh. So this is totally free. You know, just hit me up. Yeah. And I had a lot of people hit me up.
Oh, awesome.
And I had to also explain to a lot of people I am not a children's party clown.
Yes.
Yeah. But I really want to take your money for that.
Yeah.
Those are high paid clowns.
Really?
That's definitely where the money is in the clowning, because it's steady. It's a steady income as a clown, but don't hire me for a children's party. No. I don't have any
adults only.
I could do balloon animals if they're snakes or penises or penis-shaped snakes. That's it. That's
probably the extent of my animals also.
Now, is the profession called clowning?
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah. You go to clown. There's a clown university and everything.
Really?
They're very serious about it. So I'm not like
that.
I'm not a clown. And to just clarify to any clowns listening, I am not in that realm. Like, I am a stand-up comedian who appreciated clown face and what it could do for my curbside gig.
Right. So could you offend the clowns? Like,
well, I don't want to.
Right.
Sure,
I can hear that.
I've not done that.
Like, you do not want to. And then what? They
have
show
a deep
up at your
appreciation
house
for the whole thing and what it is.
Clown mafia.
I don't know, there might be. I wouldn't put it past.
So it's serious. That's cool.
Dang, I didn't know clown. I mean, in Boise.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
No, there's not too many, for sure. But I don't know. I just I fell in love with what I think the characters.
Yeah, you had a whole outfit. It was awesome.
Yeah, each one was just so completely different, and I could still do my exact same comedy. This is my stand-up.
So you did your same stuff.
Yeah, my same routine, but like I'm looking like this, and I wanted so badly to do a show where I just never even addressed the clown face.
Oh, really? Yeah.
And I didn't. I never got brave enough to because I did have a good little bit about it at the beginning. So I'd like right from the top
that'd be
address
so
it,
funny,
right? But I wanted to so bad, like just not say anything.
Oh, that would be
just make you assume whatever you assume. It's have fun with that.
I think I would be
thoughts.
like, after a couple of minutes, be like, all right, this is what we're doing.
I don't think she's going to tell us about this.
Exactly.
Just like I showed up like this, she showed up like that.
All right, this is how she showed up. This is how she showed up. 2020 changed us all.
Exactly. Everything goes, so whatever.
There were no rules.
Jeez.
Yeah, I love that. That was really. Will you continue that?
Yeah. I'll keep doing that through the summer.
Cool.
More of a private gig basis. If you want to book a curbside comedy show, you can go to my website and
what's the address?
www.thekrystalmore.com.
Nice.
And there'll be a curbside there. Just contact me. You can find me really on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter too. Anywhere you ask for a curbside, I'll get that set up. Yeah, they're a lot of fun. I thoroughly enjoy it.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I did. I have had one this year so far. That was at like a wine walk in Ontario. So the downtown Ontario was trying to get people out, and different businesses participated. And I have a friend that owns a business down there that, hired me to come out for 2 hours and just tell some jokes. And I thought, I don't know.
So right outside the business, you just stood there?
I was going to be right outside the business. Now, the wind was such that you couldn't just stand outside the business.
Yeah.
And then it ended up being way better, actually, that it was inside.
Yeah.
Because they all had to go inside each business and get a little stamp for this wine walk, right? And so what we did is they'd come in and I had this little jokes menu where I had G-rated jokes, PG-13 rated jokes, and R-rated jokes, so they could just pick.
Awesome.
They had to pick a joke off the menu, and I would tell them the joke, and then they could get their stamp. So that was a lot of fun, but it ended up being like I was there for 2 hours, and I told one joke probably 18 times.
Which one?
Floppy sausage is the menu item.
Is it R-rated?
Yeah.
So everybody went for R?
Yeah, well, yeah, most of them did. There was one old man that came in and he wanted a G-rate. He was like, well, I don't like swears. And I was just like, I can read. Do you know that I can read you? Okay, whatever. You're full of shit, old man. Balloon animal for you, right? So I blew up this balloon, and I was like, yeah, I'm not a clown. I'm an artist. This is a snake. But it really, that did actually make him laugh. It was just dirty enough, but still, clean. It was right on that line, and he left just like giggling and thinking, "What a weird." I didn't expect this to happen on my Sunday afternoon.
Oh, I love that. That's cool. That's fun. I love it when you feel like you've affected somebody like that.
Yeah. I think that's what I love most about it.
Yeah.
And that's what was so rewarding about those curbside shows is, at a big show, it feels cool because there's so many people and that, like, you get this
vibration.
Like rock star kind of feel. But that, on the curbside with just this one family or this one small, party, it was really...
You see it.
Different and really just intimate and cool. Like
was it hard to do those? It seems like that'd be difficult.
I think if I thought about it too much, it would have been too hard to do. So I just didn't think about it.
Okay.
I have OCD, so when something when I get a compulsion, it's hard to stop it or see any reason past that. So, I'm grateful when they're good compulsions.
Yeah.
You know, so I just, when those kinds of things happen, I write it because I know, okay, this is I've got a little extra juice I can put into this because I'll fucking obsess, you know.
That's how it works for you.
Fucking doing it, keep doing it, not thinking about anything but going there and giving them the best show that I can possibly give them every single time because they deserve it. And it's been a hard fucking year.
Yeah.
And that was the only focus every time. And every time it was just a really fun, lovely experience.
Yeah, we're desperate for comedy.
We're huge stand-up comedy fans. We travel to go watch stand-up comedy.
Yeah. Oh, man, it was a rough year for you guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll have to come give you guys a curbside because you guys would be a fun audience to match a clown for. This is a lot. This is a lot. I could just, all the buttons, all the hats.
I know, it is
all the tools.
It's bright.
It'd be fantastic.
Yeah. We just came back a few weeks ago from Salt Lake City seeing Mark Norman at Wise Guys.
On the way home from that, bought Tony Hinchcliffe tickets.
And he kind of...
So
he knows the story.
Well, I know that he's canceled.
I think
I'm one of those people that's always like a day late and $1 behind on all the tea. If something is tea today, I'll know tomorrow. Maybe. But you end up seeing enough tweets. Oh, fuck Tony.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, okay, this guy's canceled. I'll research that later if I give a shit. I don't have time.
So his show that we bought tickets to was canceled.
Did they give you money back? Or?
Okay. They said that Tony had like prior plans for being canceled.
Oh my goodness.
Prior plans were to tell some very racist jokes.
Asian rants may have had something to do with it. I don't know.
I don't know.
Silly
That's a tough one.
Silly gooses.
Yeah.
So we bought Mark Maron tickets.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, Wise Guys.
You're like,
Maron's awesome.
We'll get these
And I felt like only $35. I feel like he's a goat kind of in the comedy scene. Is he just like too far out of date, you think? Because that seemed really cheap to me. And Wise Guys is
funny,
pretty sweet. He's always hilarious, Is it because he's just like a kind of grumpy old man? And he's only 55.
I don't know. I don't know.
Weird.
No, much better.
There's definitely, comics that have a broader appeal, and there's comics that just
that's probably what
they have their audience.
Have like fans of comedy appeal. And I think he's probably more fans of comedy appeal.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is that does that though.
Yeah, it is weird.
I can't say because if it's funny, it's funny. So I don't know.
Yeah. We were first turned on to Mark Maron by Tabor Johnson.
Oh, yeah.
Tabor. I love Tabor.
We had him on the podcast,
Oh, he's sweet.
Yeah.
He's sweet.
And I remember watching his special after that podcast, and you had fallen asleep, and I woke you up because I was like crying, laughing.
I so wish Maron would do his podcast, like have video. It's all audio.
Yeah. I have listened to a few episodes.
He has everyone on, like
he does.
Really famous folks.
He's very well connected. Which is, says he must be a good person to work with.
Yeah.
Because I think if you have that many people that are like, oh, yeah, I'll come be on this like obscure podcast.
Yeah, with this dude that's kind of a little codgety around the edges.
He must be a delight to work with.
Yeah.
Must be a really nice guy.
Yeah,
I know. I mean, maybe he's one of those that's just like a really good writer, and in person he's just kind of a dick.
No, because he didn't. Do you follow Rick Glassman at all? He's autistic. He just like figured it out 4 years ago, but he's got to be in his late 40s.
There's no autistic anymore.
No, it's...
Oh, no, there's no Asperger's anymore. It's autism 1.
Yeah, we just learned that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways.
That's always nice.
Yeah.
Now, what was I saying about that?
Rick Glassman, kind of autistic, figured it out 4 years ago.
I don't remember how I was applying
Related to Mark Maron.
Nope, it's gone.
Fun times. Yeah. One time my sister was like, we've thought you were autistic. And I didn't really know how to take that.
Really?
No,
I was just like, I think
it'd be like, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
How do you take that?
I kind of think he is a sociopath, but like on the good spectrum.
Tell our guests that.
No, not in the serial killer kind of way.
You're not giving me serial killer vibes, and I feel like I've got
to be anyone. It was her.
Okay.
I'd like to think I could spot one.
Good,
I've watched enough true crime.
Right, yeah.
No, but
my dad was a detective.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was. He really was. Couldn't get away with anything.
Jeez.
But I definitely got a little bit of a, I don't know, just that he can look at you and you just tell him things.
Yes.
That. I have that. And I can totally do that.
I'm feeling naked right now.
I don't. It's not fun because you don't always want people to tell you things.
So you can.
I have no control over what you're telling me. Like you're just telling me things. Like,
so you feel, you can see people's shit, kind of.
Yeah.
See through them.
He just had this way of being a person you knew you could tell the truth to.
Oh, cool.
Is what it was.
That's awesome.
So when he looked at you, you just knew you could tell him the truth. And it didn't matter if you were his kid who was in trouble or a drug dealer or a pedophile.
Wow.
He had so many people just come in the confession because he just, I think it's that he's just, you just know you can tell him the truth and it'll be okay. He's offering some kind of acceptance. Like there is an acceptance there, and I definitely don't judge people. I have a very accepting. Like before you've even given me your shit, I think I've got something about myself that you can lay it on me.
Yeah.
You can lay it on these shoulders. We're going to be all right.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think it's also the comedy, the whole comedy scene. Well, I was telling Chris on the way home, I think we found our people at the lounge because we just feel like we fit in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And we used to teach body combat at Elevate, and that was like a fit for us. But since the pandemic and my mom was sick with Alzheimer's, and we didn't want to do anything, thank you, that like would affect her or my clients when we went into the lounge the first time, I was like, "Oh shit! This might be a fit." You know what I mean? That feeling.
That artist lounge.
Yeah. The people are like on the way out. Some guy talked to us, and he's like, "Oh, I'm doing a thing," and we're like, "Oh, we're doing a thing." And he's like, "You want to talk?" And we're like, "Yes." Yeah. You know what I mean? People that are like doing shit, and it's interesting and artistic, and you're like feel that vibe kind of, and we're like, "Oh, thank God." Other people.
Really,
right. Yeah, it's been so long.
Yeah, well, I mean, because we were kind of really just burnt out on our friends because they weren't
nobody's doing anything. Shit,
Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
Even, like going out. And,
not even like leaving the state.
You know? And
like,
we would
do something.
We would just try to invite people to like a Saturday afternoon at like Lake Lowell, like just come out.
Or we're going to the Crescent.
There's a comedy show, and it's hard to get people just to come out.
Yeah. It was a really tough year for that.
Yeah,
I mean,
and I had people sort of on both ends of the spectrum, friends and family on both ends of the spectrum, where some of them were not leaving or talking to anybody and ordering all their groceries, and the some of them are like, oh, why don't you just come to the Outback with us?
Oh yeah.
And you're like, I just like, am I the crazy one? Like,
I was constantly going, I'm just trying to do what's right, and I don't know what it is today.
Right.
I don't want to break any rules.
Yeah.
I just don't want any trouble. All right? I just don't want any
That's how I
fucking
live
trouble,
my whole
man.
life. I don't talk to me. I just want to be okay. Like today,
I want us to just all eat cake and be happy.
Yes.
Can we just all eat cake and be happy?
Exactly.
I'm that girl.
I don't want. Yeah, we don't want trouble at all. We're really just like easygoing and like amoebas, kind of like, oh, you're doing that? All right, okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll get in on that. Yeah. People don't do shit.
No.
That's really my point, I guess.
Yeah. People at the lounge do.
Yeah, and that's like the type of friends we want, like people that are doing things, people that are creative, because we're kind of
spur of the moment people, because a lot of times comics like don't plan ahead. It seems like it's rough.
That's definitely part of that is that there is no way to have a set schedule. Because you take whatever bookings you can get, or you make whatever bookings you can get.
And if you get a last minute one, you're like, yes.
Yeah, if you get a last minute one and it's a good one, you're like, bye, I'm flying away.
Yeah. Seriously.
If it's good enough, you're like, I'm sorry, but Seinfeld is flying me to New York. I don't care what you guys are doing this weekend.
Sorry about the family reunion.
I'm over here. This is what's happening. Have a baby. But because you don't know when doors are going to open or opportunities are going to be presented.
Yes.
But there's also some amount of it that I think is, conducive to the personality type that can do it anyway. I have a very hard time working in an office and keeping a 9 to 5. I can do a 9 to 5 if I'm cleaning. Like, you're just not in my fucking face.
That's what I do for a living.
I can clean like a motherfucker for whatever hours.
Yes,
but keeping some sort of regimen with office flow or anything like that, I can't. I just have a very hard, because what is time? It doesn't even. It's irrelative. It doesn't matter. I agree that, okay, you're all keeping this time, and I will do my best to respect. But like, my time is, I don't know, I feel like I live in a bubble a little bit, like in a timeless space where I have to remind myself there's people. Time, and your time is not the only time, and there's other things, and I'm not disrespectful to people's time at all, but I definitely stay away from any sort of I would never be able to do a regular job. I just I try, and I can, like, a year and a half, and then I'm like, all right,
this was great.
I don't know why, but I want to eat all your food in the fridge and just smack you for some reason. But I want you to like me, and I don't want to be mean, so I'm gonna leave now. That was my time. That was my time in this office.
I think we're the same.
When and why did you get into stand-up comedy?
Well, I was always into theater and performance. Like, I was president of the drama club in Weezer.
Weezer.
Big time.
Big time. So I always had
born and raised in Weezer.
No, born in Nissa. And then we were in Alaska, and then we went to Weezer.
Me too.
Where in
I was born in Juneau.
Anchorage.
Okay.
My sister was born in Anchorage.
Oh, cool.
We were only there for like maybe a year. And then we moved back down to Payette and then Weezer. So most of my, from like first grade to...
you were in small
my first marriage was in Weezer. I owned a home in Weezer.
What's the population of Weezer, Idaho?
When I left, it was 5,575.
Wow, impressive.
Yeah. I was like right there on the sign, right? Well,
no, you don't seem Weezery.
I appreciate that.
I mean, we don't know Weezer.
But Weezer, it's exactly as redneck as you think it is. What you have in your head, that's what it is.
Exactly,
You're right. limited cheese selection. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got American.
There's like 7
there
cheeses.
Is no other cheese.
2 of them aren't technically cheese.
Yeah, exactly.
Velveeta's the upgrade.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's always fresh.
Oh, Weezer.
Yeah, no. So I grew up in Weezer, but I came here and I was homeless for a while.
Literally.
Yeah. Well, I
homeless in Boise.
I was living in my car when I first came here. Because before that, I was a Mormon Sunday school teacher, and I was married, and
you were a Mormon Sunday school teacher.
I was a Mormon Sunday school teacher.
Oh, this is amazing.
And I was married, and I owned a home in Weezer, and
oh my goodness,
yeah, that we got divorced, and I
found yourself.
I was I was like. I don't know. I just left. it was like a weird compulsive
like an awakening
that I just left my house. I was part of the 2008 bubble. Wow. They shouldn't have lent it to me though, because I was way too young and I didn't have so I just disappeared. I went off the grid and had a real weird year in Boise, not really knowing, coming out of Mormonism, you don't know how weird that is.
Yeah,
you don't know how weird other things are.
Yeah.
So
just because of what you have been told.
Well, you just think it's normal because that's your childhood. That's your upbringing.
Yeah.
So you don't think it's weird, right?
Yeah.
So other things that are equally weird, you also don't think are that weird because it's not as weird as anything you've already assimilated as possible truth, right?
Yeah.
And I never quite bought into it, but I also never. I just had a hard time swallowing that pill, I guess.
Yeah.
So I didn't really know how I was just like, ugh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just gonna go to Boise and live in my car and I want to leave, but I know it would be a very poor decision to just like straight up go to New York. Like I'm going to end up definitely murdered.
Good job.
And most definitely raped. If I go to New York right now.
Given.
So let's just go to Boise and see how we can handle that. And I did all the drugs for the first time because you're like, why not? I don't even know. And that was a weird year. And thankfully, found some solid ground in a couple of years. And I had my daughter during that sort of weird time and coming out of Mormonism and seeing it for what it was. And that really upset me. Like, that's a big part of what goes into my comedy for sure.
Yeah.
Because I met other people that had also had a similar experience. And a couple of other comics too that were ex-Mormon. It's like, oh, we got these jokes we can give to specifically an ex-Mormon or Jack Mormon crowd.
Yeah.
But that was later on down the line. I think I found comedy when, in the midst of sort of coming out of this relationship and coming back into the world, because I was very, very off the grid. Like, conspiracy theory down the rabbit hole off the grid.
Whoa.
In a very because you just don't know what's weird. You don't know you don't know how weird it is. So you don't know how weird it is.
You don't know what to trust.
You're following the white rabbit down the hall.
Wow.
And before you know it, there's Red Queen. She's like, off with your head, and you're like, holy shit! I don't even think I'm on planet Earth anymore. I need to get to a safe space.
Whoa.
But I'm building my life back up, and I was at this story night. Have you guys gone to? Because you guys would love story night.
Really?
Yeah, check that out.
Okay.
So I went to a story night, but I didn't know what it was. I was actually there to watch the musician, and I'm walking in, and I can be very theatrical in my dress sometimes. So I had this purple dress.
Not today, though.
Right? No, not not so much today. This is mom theatrical, but I had on this just gorgeous slinky purple dress.
Oh yeah.
Rhinestones and it's like bondage belt and these big heels. So I look like I had a story to tell. And the people at the front door go, "Oh, the theme is crime stories, and you look like you got one." And I was like, "Boy, do I!" You know. So I put my name in the hat, and long story short, they did pull my name, and they let me tell this 16-minute long story, which I didn't know was 16 minutes, but. Told this funny story that is a crime story, and it's still on their website. You guys can check it out there.
Cool.
But I had like 4 people afterwards ask if I was a stand-up comedian. Like, "Oh, who are you? Are you a stand-up comedian?" And I was like, "No, that's what happened."
Whoa, that's
just the story of my life.
Yeah.
We got it. Where is this?
Well, they were doing story night.
No, but where do we read this?
Oh, on their website?
Yeah.
Oh, probably storystorynight.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotta look that up.
I'll send you guys, that, because that's a pretty fun little.
It seems fun.
Clip. I think they sped it up for the website, so it sounds like I'm just I had just done a line of coke and I'm getting through this story. I assure you, I had not done a line of coke.
Nice.
But it was fun, and I was like, I had never considered that about myself. I had always been theatrical, but my 2 sisters are much more sociable and funnier, and so in my perspective, like, they're the funny ones, right? And that's not the role I play. I'm the oldest. Like, I'm mom, and I'm taking care of everybody, and so I didn't really consider that. So then I got talked into doing an open mic, and I came with,
I don't even get that.
4 minutes.
Talked into 4 minutes? Are you kidding
4
me?
minutes.
Or your first
my
time.
God.
Yeah, 4 minutes, my first time, and I had written it out. I knew exactly it was 4 minutes. Some of the theater stuff helped to sort of. I knew I needed to be prepared, know what I need to say, and I know how to time things out.
And where was this?
Just at Liquid Laughs.
Okay.
It was their Wednesday night open mic. Fucking 9 years ago. And the first time I went up, I killed that first set. It's the one I have on my Facebook, right? It was so good, but that was not the way it should start, because
then it goes down. You have to take tips.
Yeah, exactly. I was like,
I got this.
Okay, this is so fucking easy. Oh my God, that's awesome. This is so cool. So the third time I did an open mic was in New York, and that was where I went wrong.
Oh God.
Because first of all, I didn't know what I was looking for even in an place to do an open mic. I'm some fucking hick from Idaho. I don't even remember what the place is named. I feel like it was some
oh no.
We were basically in a closet at the back end of a bar where everyone was close enough in light enough room you could see them just hating you.
Oh God.
And that felt like dying. And that scared me from doing it for a good year after that. So it was so emotionally traumatizing.
Dead silence, or just
it was dead silence, but you could hear. I didn't do what I did the first time either. I don't know why, because that was good. If I had done that, I would have been fine. I did some bull crap, some slightly conservative, because I still wasn't all the way out of Christianity at that point in time. Mormonism. I still had some, bullshit left over. It's taken a while to get stuff out of there. You see one and you're like, that's a Mormon weed. And sometimes you're like, oh, that's a Christian one. But it took a little while to get those. So I don't begrudge them for not, that was not my A game. But I didn't know how that would feel, so that was the first time I had ever felt that was there, and I was in a weird sort of bad relationship at the time, so it didn't help any of that. And it wasn't until after I had gotten out of that, and I came back, and I was visiting with Oleg just sort of catching up, and he was like, hey, what happened to you? You were really funny. And I was like, oh, thanks. And he talked me into doing Boise's Funniest that year. And I said, well, I'm kind of not new anymore, because I did start technically a year ago. And he goes, yeah, but you've literally only done it 3 3 times.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, you are still new.
Super new, yeah.
And I'm like, well, okay, so I gave it a shot, and I did make it in. And when I told my family I'm doing this, I'm going to be in Boise's Funniest Person, my sister was like, ooh.
It's like, I know
she was worried for you.
Honey, you're not funny. And I literally died. But then I was like, my only goal is to make this bitch laugh. Okay, I don't fuck the rest of you. She's coming to this show and she's going to laugh. And I did make her laugh. I got her to that show and I made her laugh. And we have very different senses of humor.
Yeah.
So it was a real cool little accomplishment. Yeah. Nice. I don't know that they fully support what I'm doing, but yeah, I don't think you need it.
Yeah.
No. I think you got to go for it. Kind of like.
Well, you just got to do what you're passionate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we've talked about this too. I mean, I read a thing recently, like your friends and family won't support you until strangers recognize you.
Yeah, because we're like, we can't get our family to push the subscribe button.
Except for my dad.
Yeah, his dad is amazing.
Yeah.
But nobody else.
Yeah. No one else.
No. And yeah, it's because they're like, what are you doing? Some little dumb podcast.
Yeah.
And I don't know what they think, but it's like, all right.
For real, though, that's exactly it. I'm sure when my mom has Entertainment Tonight calling her for an interview, then she'll be like, oh, what's this Krystal's doing? What's this?
Exactly.
Crystal Colleen, you didn't tell me.
Exactly. You'd be like, all right, Mom.
No, I came to your front door in clown face too. I gave you a show. I'm doing the same thing.
Thanks, Mom. Love you. Oh gosh. So, do you know your times?
I do. I am Thursday. That is a great question. Friday's the day to see me if you want to buy a ticket to see moi.
Okay,
that would be Friday. But Thursday I'm in the Hot Box Theater. I'm hoping to hot box that theater. And Friday I'm 1:30 on the main stage.
Okay.
7 o'clock on the main stage. That one I'm hosting, so that'll be fun.
Cool. Okay.
I like hosting.
We'll be there
That's
for that.
fun.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay, then I won't. We'll talk about some stuff then.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
And then 8:30, I'm on the outdoor stage. That's PG-13, so we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
Those always make me nervous.
Yeah.
I'm really grateful nobody gave me any G shows, so that's good.
Really, yeah.
And then 6 on Saturday, hosting. I think that's
cool.
Hot Box. Yeah.
Wait,
And then
we have to put
Sunday
this
the
out
brunch.
And then Sunday
tomorrow,
brunch.
really.
Yeah, we need to.
A brunch of laughs.
I want to know about Haunted World.
Oh, the Haunted World.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Really.
That, so I have a friend who's a seamstress, Amanda Finch, and she's got costuming stuff and fashion, so just a variety of different.
Yeah.
Her passion is sewing things. And I hit her up about, possibly just being in contact for costuming kind of things.
Yeah.
And then she wanted to do this photo shoot out at Haunted World with these masks, right, that she had made. And I was like, oh, that is super. Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. I'll totally do this, right? And it was a lot of. I brought my daughter along because she loves Haunted World. So she kind of.
The pictures were scary.
Yeah. Some of them were legitimately scary.
Yeah.
Some of them were very scary.
Dang, who's coming over?
That was fun. And it's fun to go see that stuff in the day when there's nobody. You're like,
So it's a bus.
like
That's
that kind
not
of stuff.
scary. But when you walk through the bus, it's terrifying.
Exactly. It's amazing how much everything else really does incorporate into the story that's going on in your head that's making it scary.
Yes.
Right. I would always play with that kind of stuff as a kid. We would make every Halloween. My sisters and I would save up our allowance. Thank you. And we'd get fake blood and all of that, like skin and everything, because that's when it came out, right? And we would put corpses in the yard, or we'd like put them on ourselves and then lay out in the front yard and see if we could get Mom to. We did get Mom scared a little bit once, because we told her, the baby sister had fallen off, and she played it off so good, just like.
Oh my God.
And she came out and she's like,
Mom thought her child was dead.
It was a terrible, terrible joke. It was a horrible joke, I realize now as a mother, to play on my mother. I didn't see that as a child. We were like, Ma, this is hysterical. All of us. My poor mom.
God, that's awful. But hilarious.
We love doing that kind of stuff.
Oh my gosh. And now, what's the Femme Fatale show? The comedy show?
Oh, Femme Fatale is an all-ladies lineup. These ladies kill, right? And
do you produce it?
I produce it, and I host it.
Okay.
So, and then I have 4 other women who are really just killing it. They got a solid 10, 12 minutes.
Nice.
And it's sort of a feature show. We're just these, me and my 10 minutes that I want to work on for the week or that month, and these 4 women and what they're.
So is this a monthly show or?
It will be a monthly show.
Nice.
June is packed, so we don't have one in June. The next one will be in July.
Yeah.
So we're shooting for, middle of the month every Saturday.
Is that
Saturdays.
Mad Swede?
At Mad Swede downtown.
Cool.
Those Saturday shows are all at 9. So any Mad Swede downtown show you're going to for comedy is at 9. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think they're doing comedy every Saturday.
Oh, nice.
There. So there is some sort of comedy show there every Saturday night at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
I've asked for the middle Saturday for Femme Fatale. I love the venue for it because it's just so warm and Have you guys been in?
No, we haven't.
Oh, it's really cool. You'll love it. You'll love it. Yeah, it's really good. Come to brunch.
We should.
Yeah. Come to brunch.
Oh yes,
I work Sundays.
You can come to brunch.
You go.
I'm introverted. I'm not going to brunch by myself.
You could sit at our table, at my table.
I would feel comfortable, maybe.
Well, if you feel like it, you're welcome you're welcome to brunch.
Go.
You're welcome to
do a
brunch.
thing.
I know. I get so scared. I have so many demons I'm fighting. It's crazy.
I get it. It's
Seriously
nice to have the, when it's work, I have to. I have to go there.
Yeah, I can do that. I can do that.
And I have to do this. And that sort of gets me over those demons. Because definitely if that's not there, I'm like,
you have a whole big, I don't know.
Well,
don't I have to clean something?
Really.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pushing through all these fucking walls.
I'm over here like, everything's cool. And she's like,
I don't think so. I think everything's bad. I don't know what's going on. We're fine, right? Everything's good. I'm okay. Am I still alive? Yeah.
That's what it feels like on stage.
Is it? Oh my God.
For sure. Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's weird because it also. I don't know if I don't know if I'm fucked up and addicted to that.
Maybe.
Feeling of the whole time. Because it's also when you get what you want in return, it's so satisfying that you feel so much accomplishment for riding that wave of absolute hysteria. And it ended like that. Okay.
Shit, nice.
But then I'm definitely in a bit of a post-show hangover afterwards. Oh God, I just need to curl up in a dark corner. Just have a cold
even
blanket
your
laid over me.
Instagram posts, I was telling you about that one where she was like, "What'd you guys spend your stimulus checks on?"
Oh, the gold outfit.
I was like, skin tight.
I can't wait to bring that
I
up.
wanted to talk about this, actually.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
I was like, where do you, is that Amazon?
Amazon. Yeah, my Amazon.
Oh, God.
My Amazon
I bet
search
it's
history
amazing.
is so funny.
So speaking of that, one time I'll just interject. Someone at work one time, this was a few years ago, left their Amazon account open on the computer, and I put in like dildos, ball gags, like horse fucking whips and shit on in their cart.
Oh, that's funny and mean. Oh, but hysterical. That's
Imagine
fantastic.
opening that up at home.
You know, like,
or your
with their
spouse
husband
does.
there
Yeah.
or something. Yeah.
No, I wouldn't
So
want
yours
anybody.
is funny, I'm
Yes.
imagining.
It is. There's nothing you can. It's eclectic, exactly. Because there's stuff for kids. There's stuff for the clown. The gold suit is actually not for the clown. That's I have a special in my mind that's I'm titling the golden pussy, and that's for that. So
I saw your Valentine's Day one too. You're like licking your lips. Like, did you see that one?
I didn't see that one.
You got a lot of beautifuls on that and sexy stuff. And
yeah, there's people comment weird things for sure. I've also got the Doctor Who stuff, so we've got a whole lot of weird Doctor Who things that get bought, and then a whole lot of Doctor Who fans that also like cross into that and see those sort of clowns and such, and they're always the weirder. So if you see a weird comment,
That's from them.
That's probably a Doctor Who fan. That's probably a Doctor Who fan. Oh, they're lovely. They're so lovely. It's a weird, like, I'm self-aware. I'm not unaware of what I'm doing here. I'm making a fan film.
Yeah.
That's a weird thing to do. It is better than it should be, all things considered. But yeah, no, it's definitely a niche sort of thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's a big thing. I never got into it, but God, it's huge, really, Doctor Who.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, there's a big, excited fan base.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they're after you.
The niche that is into like Doctor Who fan films is even smaller, as you would imagine,
and more intense.
And that's a good thing.
Yeah.
You know, we're doing it for a laugh, and it's, you know, this is where we're at right now. This is where we're raising our kids, and this is a project we can do that's fun and funny, and, you know, allows Chris to work on all of the editing and special effects and everything that he wants to work on. It allows me to work on all of the acting and writing and producing and such that I want to work on. So it's kind of, you know, just this perfect little fun project we can do together, but also, you know, very strange for sure. There's definitely days where, you know, I've got all the toys pushed over to one side and a green screen up in my house, and the kids are asleep, and I'm in my Doctor Who thing, and Chris is blowing smoke, and it's just the two of us, and I'm like, what are we doing with our lives right now? You know? Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh, that's even more intense when you have little kids.
Yeah. Like, I hope the neighbors aren't watching us right now. Oh God.
That's exactly what we do, though. We'll spend a whole evening like taking pictures of each other in front of a green screen doing weird shit. Yeah, because that's what we do.
Green curtains.
Yeah,
exactly. That was my Monday. Monday, I went to the studio and I, you know, did a few things on some green screen.
It's fun.
A little bit of acting, a little bit of posing, a little bit of like walk here and then walk back there. Okay, and then this one and then that one. Okay, now turn around and look up, and you're like, okay, and that's it. All right, okay.
Yeah.
And when he's done it, you're like, okay, that looks like Doctor Who. All right.
Wow.
I mean, I know we were in my living room or your studio, and so it's always funny to see it at the end. 'Cause I'm like, oh. you're a very talented man.
Yes.
Because there were toys to the left of me.
Right.
And now there's a robot.
Yeah. Editing. Hashtag editing.
Yeah.
We'll fix it in post.
Yes, exactly.
Are you sure?
We take it all out.
Oh.
Yeah. We had an episode where I was a complete shit show. Drunk and like all my daddy issues came out and Chris took them all. Don't name the episode.
I won't. It's a trigger.
Nobody needs to go
was a
find
super
it.
trigger for me, and he took about a quarter of the episode out, just like deleted me.
Well, I don't have daddy issues, so we don't have to talk about it.
Good. I had massive.
We don't even have to go there.
Yeah. So editing is amazing.
It really,
It really is.
Yeah. It can't be like, I was like, can I not say that there?
Right,
I've definitely had at least one podcast recording where I did have to, just send a message like, hey, at about
Just FYI.
25 minutes and 34 seconds,
Remember when I said
say
that?
this, and I would like you to just please delete that. Just
Just take that right
find a way to smooth that over. I don't.
Awesome.
We don't need to.
Were they able to?
Yeah, they were.
Yeah,
they were
just
able to.
All right. You don't need to name the guy that did.
Let's not go there.
Yeah.
Let's just not take it to that place.
I mean, that's the great thing about editing. We've taken out things about drugs.
Yeah.
We've taken out things about Trump.
Yeah, we have. It's really hard to try and fit in around here.
Yeah.
You're not on brand.
No, it's a real weird place.
Yeah. With the daughters that we have, and we want to support them. And our president is not down with that exactly. So it's
Yeah. Anyways, we got Biden now.
Whatever.
I know. It's just so nice to not.
I haven't thought about it. That's how I know we have a different president.
And I'm not just stressing out over Twitter.
I know, right? I had actually.
What the fuck?
I blocked him on Twitter the year that he was elected. I was like, oh no, motherfucker, not only do you get, I'm not following you anyway, you do not get a number from me, but I'm also blocking you. Just, I want it on the record for Twitter to know I have blocked this motherfucker. So anytime anybody else shared something that he was sharing, all his tweets came up to me as this tweet has been blocked. So I didn't see too much unless it hit the news, and then it was like, okay,
I follow him.
He followed him intentionally to laugh, but I can't laugh. There's a point when
but also it makes you angry.
Yeah,
exactly. It was making me laugh until before he got elected. I was laughing.
Oh yeah, because
once he got elected, I saw that happening.
Really? So
I got family down there in those parts.
He was like, "This is totally going down." And I was like, "No, this can't happen."
You, me, and Chappelle, we saw that shit come in. And I was like, "Oh no, this is Trump territory." I don't know what the rest of you guys are not seeing.
Oh God, I totally did. I was living in La La Land.
I am seeing this. No, it made sense. The whole left was because I felt. Like I was taking crazy pills the whole year, where it was like everyone was they just knew it was gonna be Hillary, and I was like, totally isn't. Ooh, this is gonna hurt. This is really gonna. This is gonna do a lot of damage. This is gonna do a lot of damage, and it's gonna hurt. And
the implosion.
They're not gonna see this coming.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and then when it happened.
Oh.
You're like, is this real?
I know, I didn't think it was real.
In reality right now?
That's our president. Just the look. I mean, come on. Look more presidential.
Right.
That was what well, I don't think I ever got over the whole grab him by the pussy. That was where I was like, okay, we cannot have grab him by the pussy. I'd like to say that. I like saying that comedically. Comedically, that's a fantastic phrase. Grab him by the pussy. There's a lot of gold in grab him by the pussy. but it's not presidential, and I do not want to have it on the presidential record, goddammit. And I think if we could just set the standard, it has never said grab him by the pussy on the record. That's a decent standard
I feel like
to set.
That's as low as we could possibly go.
Just don't say that on the record. On the record.
How many men have never said that? You know what I mean? Like, that's not a thing. It's not a thing. Like, they don't say that.
No, that was really
president
more of a thing after that came. He made that a thing.
Yeah.
Nobody was saying grab him by the pussy before.
It wasn't a thing.
That's definitely a Trumpism.
Yeah.
He was funny, though.
Yeah. He made good fodder.
Sometimes his comedic timing too. You're like, you son of a bitch.
And this,
you fucking son of a bitch.
You think he knew what he was doing?
Of course he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing.
See, I thought he was too dumb.
I think to just make the money. I don't think he cares about much else than his own. Like, I don't think he's trying to do any huge conspiracy. It's all about him. Yes. But I think he's very smart at being able to. He's socially manipulative. He's actually socially smart. He's climbed his way there.
Well, yeah,
that way,
being who he is,
and by being just dumb enough to make people who are very smart think he's too dumb, and just smart enough to make people that are dumb enough think he's real smart. He's like right in that space. But then he also has, unfortunately, very good comedic timing. And I begrudgingly say this. I mean, it's not that they were all in good. It's not good taste.
Yeah,
the jokes they're
terrible.
It's not that it's a good taste, but
to the people in what country was
Puerto
that?
Rico. I thought it was
that Puerto Rico.
It's if he were somebody else, you would laugh at that joke.
Oh,
it's
really?
That he's the fucking president.
Yeah.
And you expect more of this person.
Yeah.
If you put
like anybody.
Any of the characters from Jackass in that space
and said the same thing,
and then say all the same things he said,
it'd be funny,
laughing all the way through.
But because he's our goddamn president, we're like, are you fucking kidding me?
I mean, it's like an imbecile.
You can't do this. You can't do this. What the fuck, man?
God.
This is the goddamn presidency, bitch. What the fuck?
Shit. I mean, I feel like he just made fucking bullshit behavior acceptable.
Yeah. That's a scary.
Yeah, he really did.
Actually,
there were a lot of things that were definitely more socially inappropriate.
Yeah.
Or definitely more frowned on.
Yeah.
Than they are today. Like, you just couldn't get away with saying or doing certain things or being that kind of aggressive, and you just can, and it's unfortunate because I think people will do as much as, and everyone will do as much as they can get away with, in whatever their comfort zone is.
That's how we are.
Our comfort zones are within the context of our homes mainly. What we're doing doesn't really bother too many people. Yeah. But, it's pretty unfortunate that's, I think that I have hope though in the future. I think the kids are all right. And I think the next couple of generations coming up, they have a lot of work to do.
I think a ton.
But I think they will do it. And I don't think they're going to put up with too much bullshit or violence or anything like that anymore. They're very
feels scary,
like ish. All of my kids' friends are queer or allies. There's no kids in the school that feel anti.
Oh,
there's definitely kids that are raised religious, and
cool.
And they, but they're more open to have those conversations and more accepting in those spaces. Yeah. So, I think with that as a base, because it all comes down to just being able to want to trust each other and understand each other and get along. We all have as much right to a good life.
To be.
And a lot of what comes a lot of the violence, I think, comes from fear. You fear the other, right? And I don't think the kids have that as much, that other.
Mm-hmm. No, I don't think so either. Yeah,
they're really seeing there isn't an other.
All inclusive, everybody.
Even like there isn't an other rich that we need to eat.
Yeah.
There is no other.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big step in the right direction. Yeah. But it'll be a while before, they're old enough and capable enough to put any of that shit into action.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll be hopefully
be like, what are they doing, those crazy kids?
Half cyborgs by then or something.
Yeah. Who knows? What the
living
fuck?
in a computer system or something. I don't know.
I know.
Who knows?
It is crazy. My grandma lived to be 100, and she would hold my phone and be like, I want one of these. And I would say, Grandma, you do not need one of these.
Thing of the future.
But what is it going to be? Like if I live to be 100, so that's 49 years from now.
Wow. That's going to be some
crazy shit, right?
Oh, yeah. It's going to get real crazy.
Pee really bad.
Okay.
Do it.
Right back.
Yeah. So I always wonder,
it's going to get really, really crazy, I think.
Well, I always thought when I was a kid, I thought at this age for sure there are aliens landing on our planet. I have pictures that I drew, right? Like this is for sure a thing. We have flying cars, but so when is that shit happening? Like they are talking like normally about aliens right now, like it might be an actual thing. Have you heard any of that? That like
I'm skeptical of any contact. I don't think we've had any contact.
Think it's real? None of it?
Any intelligent life form outside.
You think we're it?
Well, no, I don't think we're it. I don't think we're it. But I don't think we've had any contact with any intelligent life form outside of this planet that we. Not in the modern day that we have any. I don't think.
Really? So like the Area 51.
No, I don't.
Fake.
Yeah, I don't think so many people could keep that secret.
And I suppose you think the Earth is round.
No, I'm kidding. And hollow.
It's chocolate.
That's where the aliens are living.
That's interesting. I've actually never. Most people tell me that they think like maybe there's something. So
I've
you just
gone
completely
so far down the rabbit hole in conspiracy theories with aliens and God and angels and fucking Bigfoot and drugs and
is it all phony
energy and. If there's a cult, I've looked into it. If there's a drug, I've done it. If there's a spirituality, I checked it out. And at the end of all that, I think I'm fascinated by the way people create a story to give understanding to things that we don't understand.
Yeah,
and I think. That I think all prophets are probably schizophrenic. They definitely had schizophrenia, or they were real close to some gases, or ate some mushrooms, or I think these are probably attributed to those kinds of experiences.
Or would you say you're an atheist?
Yeah.
Okay, so is Chris. I'm an agnostic, so at the end, like if there's an option, you guys are fucked, and I am. Like, I can make my choice right then. That's my plan anyway. Like, if there is a God, I'm like, yeah, that's me, not these two.
Well, I think it was a long time before I even saw that. I think I was atheist for a long time before I realized I was atheist.
Yeah.
Because I went from Mormonism to, like, born-again Christianity, but in the very, like, weird...
Yeah.
psychotic with drugs and aliens kind of way.
Oh wow. Yeah,
not everyone's Christianity. And that's part of why I think at this point I'm adverse to religion, to things like that, because I can see how damaging to your life or perspective, or how you see people, or how you treat people, they can be, or how just all-encompassing it can be, how much it can take over your whole life, and then there's nothing else. There's nothing else, and you don't know you don't know that's there. You might die and then there's nothing.
There's fucking nothing. And there might be fucking nothing.
I hope you liked everyone you went to church with.
Yeah.
If that was what you...
Yeah. Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, my dad was a super dick, a total asshole, like an abuser his whole life. And like I would disown him at like not talk to him for years at a time because he would say, "Oh, I don't care, God will take care of me." Like I can be a super dick, like a total asshole, and
just
be
people
like,
always are.
They'll take care.
They've got Jesus, so they're fine. They're forgiven. Whatever.
Yeah,
we're all sinners. It just gives you an excuse to be an asshole, I feel. And
sometimes,
you know, if you're a good person, you're a good person with or without
whether the God
spirituality.
That
weighs nothing.
Yeah, I do tell Chris, just like, I hope it's The Good Place, though. Did you watch that?
I love that.
I would totally love it.
I wish I hadn't.
What happened while I went pee?
I don't know. We got into God.
Talking about religion.
Sorry, I can do that.
I don't know if it's like the age thing or like my mom having Alzheimer's, but I've started thinking about death, and so like I've been like, oh my God, I hope it's like The Good Place because I
bring that out in people. I said it at the beginning too. I'm lay it on me.
Yeah,
I have that way about me.
You could also
tell me your feelings about death, God, and what the afterlife.
You could be a really good counselor. You could get paid like $100 an hour.
I know.
Or be a comic.
I do offer all the comedians free counseling. Definitely for the Jack Mormon show. I keep
counseling
an eye on
afterwards. Like you guys are okay. I love you.
No, I really do have to on the Jack Mormon, because sometimes you don't know. You sort of tend to shy away from that kind of material. You never know, you know, and it's kind of niche. So you're like, you don't want to chance it. You don't want to make everybody laugh, really. Yeah. So unless you can make everybody laugh with this story about being Mormon, you don't really go into the stuff that's really more specific about the trauma of being Mormon. And how that affected you. So getting into it, they've not really realized. So the first couple shows I had, you know, one comic on the first show, one comic on the next show, drop out, and because they just didn't want to go to that place, and they didn't want to upset their family, and just all of the things, and and other ones that were, you know, a bit shook up about it. So after those two, I really put a lot more focus in, like, talking to him before, and really just so you know, this is going to dig some shit up. Like, you might not have brought these things out or processed them or even looked at them from this perspective. So and you might not have posted anything like this that's going to make your family upset suddenly. You don't know your family feels that way because you've never addressed it, and now you're sharing this post that's like, hey, come to this Jack Mormon, ex-Mormon comedy show. They're going to be upset with you. Just so you know, and here's some things, and
here's a crisis line.
Here's a crisis line. Here's the post-Mormon support ward. There's a lot of you, and you can all talk amongst yourselves about that. I was outside when I was inside, so I'm staying out. I just want to make you laugh about this crazy shit. I'm grateful I can finally make you laugh about this crazy shit. I've been laughing the whole time. This is crazy shit.
Well, this is awesome that you're here in the studio. You're our second studio guest in this room.
And our first check-in.
Yeah, the other one was Haley.
And we forgot to be like, Haley, could you check in?
Yeah, like we got requirements. So
that's funny.
Thank you so much.
Well, I brought you guys a little keepsake. This is some of my handcrafted merch.
Nice.
I like handcrafted merch right here.
Is it for sale anywhere?
It is. I have them for sale outside my
glasses.
Outside my shows usually. This one is The Places You'll Hoe.
Oh, I love it.
It's the gospel according to some slut.
Oh, you're the best.
So I'll read you this one little page here.
Should we bow?
No. I mean, unless that's how you want to take it.
That's how you want
I don't
Totally
know.
up to
Yeah,
you. You can take it however you want to take it. You know. All right. You have brains in your head. You have cum in your balls. You can steer yourself any direction that calls. You're on your own, and you know what tricks you know, and you're the bitch who'll decide where to hoe.
Nice.
There you go. Truer than anything in the Bible.
Pew, pew, pew.
That one's for you guys.
Thank you
So read
much.
that to the hoe in your life, but make sure you're the first hoe in your life. That's very important.
Oh, like this is going on Instagram.
And it's staying in the podcast studio.
Oh well. Yeah. It's a decor. It's a decoration.
It's a decor now. It's a decor now.
It's a decor.
Definitely.
Like I'm
You gotta have
I'm good at the English.
Yeah, the English is.
Yeah.
It's good in the bedroom as well.
Oh, fuck. Thank you
There's a
so
tender lesson
much.
at the end.
Yeah.
Thank you guys
Super
so
nice
much. This has been
meeting
so
you.
much fun.
And if you see us and we haven't seen you, definitely come up and say hey.
I will.
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
look forward to seeing you
Cool.
guys on Friday.
We'll be
Yeah.
there Friday and Saturday. Yeah.
We can't
Awesome.
wait.
Thank you
I'm
so much.
For some
excited.
sexual ice cream. You guys will get to know what that is.
Wow.
This is a dance I got to teach you. It's my mom's Alzheimer dance from the assisted living. It's so cute. It's like you got to look down though when you do it.
I know the
It's
Alzheimer
fucking-
dance.
Is it?
It's like a thing.
It's
Also, I've worked in
Yeah,
in an
it's
old
a
folks'
total
home.
thing.
It's a total Alzheimer's.
And I was like, you got Chris. I'm never leaving this dance. This is my new dance. I'm starting a trend. So
Shit.
hashtag Idaho Comedy
It's called
Fest
the Forget Me Not.
Yeah, the forget-me-nots.
and the Alaska State Flower. So that's awesome. Anyways,
right.
you're awesome.
Oh, you
and
guys
we
are
can't
awesome.
wait to see you
Yeah,
live.
excited, yeah.
You're killing
Thank you
it.
so much.
You're sick. You're cool. You're lit. You're fire. You're whatever the kids say. What are the kids say?
Those things.
What is it?
Turnt. It's already
Turnt.
on.
Oh my
God.
My 12-year-old said
You should
that's
know.
done already.
Oh, God.
She was like, I don't know what that meant either.
No.
But it
do that
felt
with my
like that was a scolding.
Right? Yeah.
I haven't said turn to her since.
All right. Anyway.
All right. I'm signing out.
I'm signing off.
I'm Chris Adams.
I'm Wendy Mosher. Hashtag get toasted.
Stay toasted.
Boom.
And thank you, Krystal Moore.
Yeah, you're awesome.
Coming out.
Thank
to the
you.
Studio.
Boom.
Oh, you guys are lovely. Thank you so much.
You.